a lot of fun. You'll need just a few basic simple ingredients. You'll need biscuit dough. You can either use crescent rolls or you can use biscuit dough. Sorry, you'll need marshmallows, you'll need cinnamon sugar, and you will need butter. And you will also need a well-sprayed muffin tin pan. I like to use a jumbo pan. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But simple ingredients. I'm using a rolling pin today to roll out my biscuit dough to make sure that it is flat. If you use crescent roll dough, you don't have to roll your dough out. It is a lot thinner. Biscuit dough tastes better. It has a better rise on it, but just note it is thicker to work with. So if you want to go the crescent roll route, they'll be thinner, but you will get a really nice empty tomb in the middle. The whole purpose of this empty tomb roll is that when you wrap it up with the marshmallow inside, the marshmallow actually dissolves while you're baking, and so it creates this hole, this cavity inside of the biscuit, and it makes it like an empty tomb. So it's a lot of fun to do. There's actually some symbolism behind it. If you want to do it, we'll put it on the screen for you. But there's actually some symbolism to each ingredient that we are using. So get your stuff ready or save this video and do it later, but it's a great thing to do with your family. I've got one of my daughters joining me today, my lovely, beautiful assistant. This is Miss Kate. She is joining me today. So you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right. Now, have we not been having these like every year?
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
A lot of time. It's just fun. So you want to get your biscuit dough open. Take your spoon. Y'all know how to use pop tube. Pop it open. And we're gonna slop the biscuits out on the counter. My counter's clean. Don't worry. Very clean. Very clean. I have nothing to do. It's very clean. All right. So, Kate, I'm gonna ask you to start rolling out these as flat as you can, and I'll just use my hands. Okay, well, you know what? Let's hold on a minute because it's a little bit sticky. Oh, hold on. Get some flour. All right. Lightly flour your surface if you're doing what we're doing. Whatever surface you're working with, flour it up. Okay. Try that again, boo. Okay. Flatten it out. You can either do it that way, or you know what, you want to trade and you do this way?
Yeah.
Okay, you do that way. Just spread them out. That'll work too. This just gets them a little bit flatter to work with. Ah. Be sticky. So you want to, I'm using 6 today. You can use however many you want. The reason why I use a jumbo muffin tin is so that when the marshmallow melts, it'll ooze out into the tin. I may or may not have had it happen where it spilled out over my regular size muffin tin and like got all over the bottom of the pan. So if you use a regular size muffin tin, put it on a cookie sheet so you don't have any ooey gooey spillage in your oven. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna nix the whole like rolling pin thing, and we're just gonna do it this way. It just works a little bit better. So flop it over there when you're ready.
Okay. And then.
Yep. Just get it nice and flat to work with. I prefer them with biscuit dough, only because they taste better, but they are thick, so you want to thin them out a little bit. Make sure that you get your dough nice and thin. So next what you're going to do is you got your dough nice and spread out like so. So if you would take a marshmallow, you're going to drop it in the butter, coat it fully in butter. Everything is butter with butter. And then drop it into the cinnamon. Get it nice and coated. Get our pan over here.
Okay.
Okay, pop it in the middle. Now this is where you want to be really careful to make sure that you get all the edges tight together. So start crimping the sides together, because if you don't, the marshmallow will ooze out of the sides and you'll kind of lose the whole like fluffy round effect. It's going to look kind of like a dumpling as you're pinching it together. It's not a dumpling, it is a biscuit. So once you've got it all pinched together, just kind of smush it, you know, to make it look a little bit more roundy. But you just want to make sure that there are no exposed edges. See how it's nice and round? So then I'm going to take the whole thing, I'm just going to dip the top of it in butter. Again, everything's butter with butter. And then we're going to come in here and we're just going to smush it into the brown sugar like a little mushroom, and it goes right into your pan. And then repeat a few more times. Like if you were making a pie crust, but it's not a pie crust. But if you were, you would pinch it really tight at the edges so your marshmallow does not seep out. And then I just start to kind of fold it in, smush it in, kind of smear it even more. Smush it. That's a technical term. smushing it together. So you've got to do like that. Finishing touch is you dip her into the butter. And back over here. So what I love so much about the symbolism of these empty tomb rolls is that this biscuit symbolizes the garments that Jesus would have been laid in the tomb with. And then the marshmallow obviously represents Jesus' body. As we're putting the butter, it represents the oil, and then the spices that he would have been anointed with for burial. So it's just a fun little thing to talk about your kids with and kind of make a correlation to Easter and what Easter is all about. So a lot of fun stuff there. We'll put that on the screen so you can remember that, because I wouldn't remember it. Although I did just remember it. That's pretty impressive, because I can't remember anything. Am I right?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. All right, our last little guy is getting dunked, and in his butter bath. So what I like to do, if I have any leftover cinnamon sugar, because who doesn't love cinnamon sugar, I just go and add it over the tops, because why not? And voila, there you have it. They're gonna go in the oven for about 15 minutes, depending on your oven. Keep a check on it, 15, 16 minutes. You don't want them to burn, but you definitely want them cooked through, and then you will see the magic of what happens when they come out of the oven. Stay tuned. All right, I think I heard my timer go off. They're almost done. Want to take a minute to remind you that Good Friday, we have a live service for you at 7 p.m. So gather your family and join us at 7 on Good Friday. And then Easter, of course, we have our 9 and our 11, but we will also be streaming our service again at 5 p.m. on Sunday. For those of you that might not be able to tune in the morning, you'll have an opportunity in the evening. So make sure you hang out with us for Easter. All right, I'm gonna go pull the rolls out. I'm gonna take Elvis with me. Ooh, good. They came out perfect. Even the one that we thought was ugly, he went to work in the oven and he's come out great. So I'm gonna let these cool for no longer than 5 minutes, and then I'll pull. Yes?
How did I do?
Do what?
Elvis is in the building.
All right.
To do his taste test.
We'll let you be the first taste tester in like 5 minutes. So I've taken them out of the pan now, and I'm gonna cut into one and show you what it should look like.
Can I have the first test?
Yes, my taste tester is here, and he is ready for a taste. Oh, look at that! An empty tomb.
Why is it empty?
Because Jesus has risen.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, you wanna try it?
Yes. Mmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Elvis approves?
Mmm.
All right, you know how to make them? Go out, get yourself the ingredients, get your family together, and make yourself some empty tomb rolls. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you soon.